Hey everyone, can you hear me?
Hi, Michael. Yeah, we're hearing you, and I have set the requirement to admit all participants. So let me open our Google Meet. Just 1 minute, and I think all participants who want to join us will join us.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope now our meeting, our RTsim.Stream is open for everyone. Okay, I will admit all who want, and are you ready? We can start?
From my side, yep.
Yeah, sure. And hello, everyone. I hope all of you already know that my name is Dayan, and I'm educational facilitator in RTsim career company. And today our sixth online stream, RTsim.Stream. And today we'll sum up this year and to open some ideas, some plans for coming year. And today I'm very happy to see with us our business development director, Michael Wilson. And Michael, I give you a floor.
Thank you very much, Darren. Yeah, great to see everyone in the audience. Yeah, my name is Michael Wilson. Maybe I'll just give a quick short introduction and then we can get on with the presentation. I'm originally from Scotland, born in the UK, and then moved to the Middle East back when I was 10 years old. So spent a lot of my growing up years in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Once I finished university, I finished studying a mathematical degree. I then joined a company called TGT. So straight out of university, joined this company who specializes in case hole technologies and reservoir technologies. So a lot of upstream sort of areas of focus. From there, moved in as a very young analyst, learning the oil and gas trade, and then worked my way up to be sales director by the end of my TGT career. I was fortunate enough to move with TGT and expand and open up the geographies all around the world. So I got involved in creating the new business sort of geographical expansions across the world, opening up new technologies into new markets, and also had the pleasure to build brand new teams and develop young engineers as well. So I think that's one of the exciting things about RTsim is that we have good synergies between myself and the team at RTsim in that they are very, very energetic at developing young engineers. So yeah, excited for it.
Yeah, Michael, to be honest, your experience in energy industry help us give a confidence in career for students and young professionals of the world. And I am happy to sum up this year with you. So let's yeah, the results of this year, 2025, that our audience, main audience, has growth from about 300 more than 2,000 participants. It is young engineers and students who want to gain confidence, knowledge, hard skills, and some soft skills for future career. And active users growth too, and you see that the percentage is about half of our registered users is active users, and we know the most active users. They win in our competitions among different SPs and organization. And in your opinion, what do the most active users of RTsim career, software and ecosystem, have in common?
Thanks for the question. First of all, I think these results are exceptional. I mean, when you look at the growth across all those three metrics, it's very, very impressive. And of course, this kind of growth also relates to the return on investment for the company. So I think the prospects of this growth and the expectation of future growth is going to be very exciting for RTsim. On the question about what active users have in common, well, when we're thinking about active users and then thinking about young professionals in particular, who I believe most would be on the call, I think when we're looking at hiring and getting getting young professionals involved in an exciting company like RTsim, I think we're always looking for people with multiple skills. I think all of us are nerds. No matter how cool you are, I think everyone's got a bit of nerd in them. They like to know things. They like to do gaming, or they like to have strengths in subjects like mathematics. So I think it's important to embrace the nerdiness within you, and have confidence in your nerdiness. It's also crucial from someone like myself that we bring in active users that are very good communicators. And this doesn't mean you have to be an amazing linguistic person. It just means you need to be able to communicate and communicate new ideas, and don't be shy in expressing your knowledge in effective ways. So I think communication is very, very important within active users. So yeah, I think that covers pretty much two of my main qualities. And maybe also being people who try and understand and appreciate the different functions within an organization. I think that's also very important, because in an organization like RTsim, or any organization out there, you've got multiple disciplines within an organization. And even if you're not involved in certain departments, it's always very good to learn what others are doing, so that you can understand what's important from that department and how it strengthens the core business itself. So I'll say those three areas, but there's probably a few more, but I think those three areas would be my answer.
Yeah, and I just want, I sure agree with you, and I just want to add that if we see that participants very active in our software, is always hardworking in studying, hardworking in gaining other skills, not only based on simulation. Yeah. And let's get back for our international expansion, and now our geography and scale in this year include 11 countries, and we have one official representation in the United Arab Emirates. And can you tell us more about our partnership cases? They connected with industry partners and some maybe universities.
Yeah, exactly. When it comes to international expansion, it's obviously very challenging for any company, no matter what the size is. And it's very important for companies like us to, meet and work with companies locally to accelerate, the technology to the end users. So we do this in multiple ways. We work with universities, and we try to stimulate the young professionals within universities. We work with, not government bodies, but sort of discipline bodies like SPE and other sort of oil and gas aligned, events and exhibitions. And even in there, they have young engineer services that we can support and try to aim to develop. So I think those key areas are something that play a pivotal role in our expansion. And also, when it comes to partnerships, we're always looking for up-and-coming companies that are local on the ground, who are set up on the ground and have key synergies with us to try and get this technology into the markets and help us to identify where the buyers, the customers are going to be, to obviously make sure that we get our technology in their hands as soon as possible. So I'd say those three areas are key for us. And the exciting thing in 2026 is that we're going to be expanding those partnerships on all three fronts, especially the local partners who will guide us into opportunities. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And I think the countries labeled here, there's going to be a lot more, there's going to be a lot more of our presence in those countries into 2026, which is exciting.
Yeah, and my message for viewers, maybe some guys will watching our webinar, our stream in the recording on our YouTube. Yeah, you can find our emails, our official websites, or maybe LinkedIn page, and direct your ideas, share your ideas. And we're open for opportunities and open for collaborations all over the world. Yeah, and now we are on RTsim.Stream online, and in my opinion, for young professionals, for students, these online events, it's a good opportunity to ask a question to expert, ask a question connected with our OTS. And in this year, we have already six RTsim.Stream. They are all on our YouTube channel. So if you haven't joined, subscribe and join to our community on YouTube. And other activities, these activities intensive with our with other universities and SPEs. It's RTsim training, and RTsim training includes 3 or 4 webinars, and this intensive is a closed intensive. And in this year we have a lot of training in this list. Not all organization that we have collaboration, and Michael, you have seen a lot of the all of these all of these streams, webinars, collaboration, and feedbacks on LinkedIn. And my question is, why is RTsim career ecosystem important for both students and young engineers, young professional in energy industry?
Yeah. So yeah, it's important to go to these. I think first thing I think it's very good what RTsim is doing, and creating an ecosystem where young students or young engineers have the opportunity to first sign up and learn and take part in competitions and to familiarize themselves with the products and the software that RTsim is doing. I feel like a lot of even in my history of working with other companies and other industries, I feel like there's not enough done by both government entities and also companies in terms of developing young engineers. So I think this is a great opportunity to get involved and fairly inexpensive for us to share the knowledge that we have within our products to young and upcoming professionals who will eventually have successful careers and hopefully take something from the technology and bring it into whatever domain they end up going into. So I think it's very important. The cool thing about RTsim is they've got multiple different products and multiple different training areas. So it kind of lends itself to different types of students or young engineers who are wanting to learn, various parts of the discipline. So I think that's also very important. It's also important because maybe a young engineer in Nigeria will be subject to a different kind of let's say refinery or process than someone in Iraq, where there's maybe less gas in Iraq and more on sort of the lighter crude. There'll be a lot different responsibilities when it comes to looking at the processes and things like that. So I think overall, I think it's very good platform for the students to come in and learn as much as they can, and also makes the hiring process a lot easier because you're then speaking to people that are conditioned to know what they're talking about when it comes to RTsim's products, and also get a vision for how this can be expanded within the the commercial aspects and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully I answered your question.
Yeah, thank you for your ideas. And commonly, I have seen a lot of feedback, a lot of posts on LinkedIn and other feedback and communication with organizators, with participants, with winners of our competitions. And commonly, there are two ideas, in my opinion. For students, our simulators our simulators help understand the industry, how operate the equipment, how equipment in a downstream looks like in a real life, and for young engineers, young professionals who are already working on a real plant, they use knowledges when start up the lines, when shut down the lines, and solving real problems and become more efficient. And and about our competitions. In this year, there are two main competition open for all who want. It was the International Championship in September, and the main event is downstream OTS competition in December. And there are 92 applications, unique applications, and we want to mention the leading educational institutions, is universities from Nigeria, and companies Chevron, I think, all of you know. Dangote oil refiner company from Nigeria, and Loan Africa Limited from Uganda, and about let's share some ideas about offline events. In this year, we have been on ADIPEC in Abu Dhabi. We have a lot of international collaboration in a lot of countries, and we was a sponsor of the conference in Nigeria. And in your opinion, Michael, why it is so important to take part in this and all offline events?
Yeah, good question. Well, first of all, with events like ADIPEC, this has a massive opportunity to bring in a lot of buyers, a lot of partners all across the world, and I think now it's slowly becoming the #1 event in the world. You know, just speaking to suppliers and end users in who are based in North America, a lot of them are starting to decide to move away from the classical OTC events in the US, and are talking about, you know, coming to ADIPEC and once a year meeting up with important people who are, you know, who are so important to their business at ADIPEC. So I think ADIPEC and the likes are very, very important, because we need to see people face to face. And even though you know, most of what we're talking about are digital solutions, it's still very, very crucial to get that face to face discussions going, because we have to build a relationship, and you know, we need to meet, and we need to discuss all aspects of a sale, and you know, if there's any training you know, programs that are being designed, we have to go into a lot of detail. We have to, you know, go through checks and things like that as well. So it's very, very important that we align with our buyers and our partners at these offline events. And I think in 2026, there'll be extra efforts to do a lot more at these offline events. We're already planning ahead for ADIPEC in 2026. We're also looking at events that are maybe non-upstream focused, like ADIPEC, and maybe more sort of in line with digital solutions and things like that, like GTEX in UAE next year. RTsim has the luxury of not only targeting refineries, but also gets involved in other areas such as power, LNG, and even into the mining and water industry. So there's a lot of options for us to target companies who are going to be at the events like GTEX and all that. So we'll be looking at doing a lot more locally as well. So we do have plans to identify events in 2026 in countries like Nigeria, hopefully Iraq, and hopefully get some more going in the Middle East and Southeast Asia.
Yeah, and this slide, I want to mention that I hope the coming 2026 year will give us more offline conferences, and we will visit here. We will visit them, and if you connected with our organizers team of conferences all over the world, feel free to share with us details and information, and we will think about our collaboration. And my message for our participants, as I said, we're open for collaboration, and now we're open for your question. And you will have an opportunity to ask questions by your voice. But if you want, please send your question in Google Chat, and we have some information So let's continue. But if you have question, yes, don't be shy. We'll see. And about other activities, we have collaboration not only with SPEs, with international academies, with SPE all over the world, and we are developing our social medias. It's LinkedIn, YouTube, WhatsApp community for young engineers, and official site and Facebook page or Facebook too. So if you want, join us. And for next year, it will be a new type of activities like RTsim bootcamp and a lot of competitions and championship with cash prizes, not only cash prizes, sure, and yeah, excuse me.
I think Ibrahim has his hand up. It says,
yeah, and about social medias, how can you grow professionally through the social medias? I think the main social media is for career is LinkedIn, but maybe you can share some insights with our participants.
Yeah. My honest opinion is that obviously social media has a lot of good, but it also has a lot of distraction. So my preference right now would probably be LinkedIn, like you've mentioned. But I do believe there's probably something that's yet to be developed out there that, or even has been developed that's not so popular right now, that might, be better alternatives to the likes of Instagram or X or something else that's equivalent. So yeah, my advice on social media is to connect into the communities, ask questions on posts. Feel free to, if there's multiple questions, feel free to go direct to a person in RTsim and ask multiple questions, and hopefully we get a communication or conversation going. And always give some feedback and ideas as well. Don't be shy. I wrote "don't be shy" in the chat, but I actually mean that in life in general, because when you play football, if you don't shoot, you don't score. In career as well, if you don't ask questions or if you don't share your ideas, you may miss out on opportunities. Just to give you an example, I opened up the Nigerian business back in 2009. I wasn't planning to. I was planning to do it a little bit later, but because one person gave me a phone call and said, "Look, we have some opportunities here. I can see that there's going to be business here for the company that you're working at. And if you want, let's arrange a meeting. We could discuss those opportunities." And then, a couple of weeks later, we signed the agreement and opened up the business. So same thing here. Of course, if you've got technical questions that you want answered, great. But don't feel shy about asking about ideas and visions that you may have for this technology. The cool thing about it is it's a mature company within some markets, but in the new markets, it's new, and good ideas will be valued and potentially actioned upon. So, feel free to reach out.
Yeah, and we see the first question, but now let's the last mic question from my side for you. And we have a lot of feedback in our WhatsApp communities, commonly in LinkedIn. And as I always say that feedback of our participants, of our winners, it's inspiration of our team, because when you see it, you really feel some happy with some feedback. And Michael, how do you feel about feedback about our product?
For me, it's amazing actually, and that was one of the most positive things that I've seen about this company RTsim was the exceptional feedback during the process of interviews and discussions, and of course the posts on LinkedIn also are fantastic. It's great that these competitions are giving a lot of people opportunities to learn and to gain an experience. But it's great to hear the feedback afterwards, because it only stimulates the team to do more and try to achieve more. So yeah, constructive feedback is very, very good, and good constructive feedback feeds the emotions. So it's a win-win. So yeah, it's a win-win for everyone, because as I said, the more feedback you get, the more we're going to do to create this positive response.
Yeah, I have seen it several times, feedback with really constructive ideas and suggestion connected, and our team like this, and we really include these ideas to our next future simulators and new version of our software program. And I see that the winner of our previous competition have a question. Ibrahim, if you have a question, please turn on your microphone, and maybe, yeah, we will happy to see you. And
thank you very much, Dan. Good day, Michael. I would like to ask, 2025 so far has been interesting for me personally, based on my engagement with RTsim, even though I didn't start from the beginning of the year. So I would like to know, 2026, what should we expect, like in details? What kind of impact should we expect for people that are seeking to learn RTsim, to really invest their time into it? What should we expect from the team? So far, 2025, the little time spent, I've enjoyed every bit of it, but I want more. So I want to know what to expect, the kind of impact I should be prepared for in 2026. I would also like to ask if there's a timeline for the events in 2026. Maybe the first quarter so event is going to happen. So this will enable us in planning our year ahead.
Okay, thanks very much for the question. In terms of the business development in 2026, we are planning to expand within multiple regions. As you can probably appreciate, the first year of expansion is obviously a little bit slow in terms of adding people and stuff, because opportunities take time to mature. But the hope is, through first year of expansion into second and third year expansion, we should have the ability to ramp up and expand on the team. So our hope is that we'll be creating and generating opportunities to expand the team and add members, locally within the regions. In terms of events, Diane, maybe you can comment on the events side of things.
Yeah, well, if you just join, my suggestion is just join to our official LinkedIn page, and there will be all announcement about our events. I want to say that we have several competitions with cash prizes, training and intensive with SPEs and new type of RTsim training of intensive, including a soft skills webinar, because it's very important to grow not only in the hard skills. It's very important to communicate and working in a team and understand how to grow professionally. Yeah, and I can tell you the first place of our September competitions.
Congratulations.
This is the same, yes, the same question. So I think just join to our communities, and there will be all details, and then opportunities.
Yeah, I think the answer from my side is that there will be opportunities as we expand. But obviously we have to do this naturally. So it'll start small, and hopefully as we grow and grow within the regions. So for example, West Africa, our main target will be Nigeria at first, and then expanding around West Africa as well with our partners. So yeah, there should hopefully be some opportunities there as well. As Dan says, keep in touch via the LinkedIn, and you'll be informed on anything that comes up.
Yeah, and Michael and other participants, thank you for your time. I truly believe that our today's stream, it's a chance, and for young engineers, for our audience, is a unique chance to accelerate the career and understand how to develop in coming year. And do you want to say thanks and drop some message?
Yeah, first of all, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes. 2025, I think the markets have been interesting. I wouldn't say anywhere is booming, but the hopes are in 2026. You know, I think there should be at least a little bit more optimism in the markets, hopefully the hiring, the recruitment markets in 2026 for oil and gas. So there are high hopes there for next year. Keep communicating with us on LinkedIn or on all the channels that you can with RTsim. There'll be plenty of updates and lots of new things that we'll be launching next year. And something which is going to be announced, I think, early next year, what's it called? The Ambassador Program, which you'll tell more about next year. I think that's going to be quite exciting as well. So yeah, keep pushing and keep working hard, and I think you know, we look forward to communicating with you in 2026.
Yeah, and Alex, if you want to ask someone, we're happy to hear you.
Well, guys, in fact, I don't want to ask a question. I would like to say thanks so much for this stream today, and it was very interesting, very detailed, and I hope that next year we will see all our friends from different countries at our competitions, at our webinars, at our bootcamp, and have a nice weekend. Enjoy yourself in New Year, and thank you very much once again. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Alex.
Yes, this is the best finishing of our today's stream. And one more time, thank you all for your time, and to wish you amazing holidays.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Take care. Cheers.